Hello there, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's communication. I was going to do a live stream, but experiment with a couple of things that didn't work out. So here we are. So for those that are new to all this, one moment. This is liveandtower.com. We have real quick private sessions. I go into this every day. So private sessions. We also have the shop. And I'm going as quickly as I can with the shop. I'm backed up as usual. So I should be catching up this week. I'm just enough said about that. We also have let's see here, social network. Of course, I didn't post into it today, but Bosnia pyramid detoxing, nice. Time travel from the year. Oh, I don't know if I saw that one or not. Last thing live. As you all know, Earth is too dangerous. Religious atmosphere emanates harmful levels of bullshit. That's great. That's great. I see Gray is drinking coffee, so well, not really coffee, but either way, it's funny. Are humans created as avatars? Cool, good stuff. All right, thank you for posting. Much appreciated. So. Yeah, again, you can always create an account to post if you have anything you like to show or your own channelings. Also have Spirit Social. Submit a question, healing, past life regression. Message from Yeshua, channel consulting, 5-minute healing. One question from a day, chakra healing from a day, Joe Craigie from Miguel, healing from Nick. And ask a question from Yosim and our other services here. So thank you for your support. And I know this is all a bunch of crazy stuff for some, but it is very real. And as for how real it's going to get, is anything can go. As for seeing these beings, that wizard that came in yesterday has been around me. Oh, I have the name. The name is Happy. I forget what the name of the Italian expression, but Happy is the name of that wizard that came through. So it's easier for me to remember. I forgot all about that. Let's see. As for this is a wizard from Atlantis. It is calls himself a wizard, not a reptilian. Of course, it is a reptilian, but it still calls himself a wizard. Gave me a couple of downloads today, but let's see if I can remember. It's basically just humanity make peace among each other, basically. Manipulations like those that are going after Trump and stuff like that, they get all angry, and Jimmy Kimmel has a temper tantrum on TV. I mean, that's all right and everything, but realize that this is the manipulators want you to be like that. So just make peace with those that you disagree with, which isn't easy, but the more anger and hate you send out, obviously I think they're sending out good vibrations, but they're really not. And that's part of the manipulation that's going on here. So you call it normal being angry at everybody and pissed off, and actually it's part of it's actually there to keep you in a third dimensional, in this matrix, basically. So to just not have any enemies. I mean, you're not going to agree with everybody, obviously, but it is going to, it's just balance. And it's all a test, as you can see. Basically, it's just for unshackling the earth. And yeah, we're going to be called crazy or whatever it might be, and that's fine. But this is, no economy. Economy will eventually leave. I'm not sure how. We got ways for that. We're working towards it. It's just everything takes time, because there's been so much here for such a long time. So I don't know what's going to happen exactly. As for, are they just going to pop up, or are they going to just start showing themselves? Even if they do show themselves on video, people won't believe it, but you never know. anything is possible. But we are going into a yeah, I think I just saw something floating around orb. I think I saw. So we are going into a Atlantean point of view, basically. Back to, I mean, it doesn't have to be Atlantean, but back to our origins. Lemurian, whatever you want to connect to it, or call it something totally different. It doesn't really matter. But basically, we're going back to our roots of our power, be able to levitate, to fly, and all these things. That's where we're heading back to. As for having our dimension, anything is possible. We're definitely heading into that consciousness. So, yeah, what I've learned is just, yeah, those of you who disagree with it, just make peace with it. The more peace you have with yourself and others, and just don't judge anybody, because a lot of that is not just in the spiritual community, that's everywhere. No judgment, just, yeah, concentrate on yourself. Not worry about anybody else, or not worry about yourself either. And more of that, you'll have, like, you're clearing out all the human third dimensional stuff. You're just clearing out the manipulations. It takes time. You're just reconnecting. You're just becoming more of who you are. Reconnecting to your power. Not aliens or whatever it's here. You're like freeing this dimension, this world. Like I said, anything can happen. It might happen in our lifetime. Some people say not anything. It all depends on us. It depends on timing. It depends on many things. That'd be really great if we start seeing beings here just appear, and it's more real than it is. Of course, there's always going to be skeptics, especially those in the third dimension of mindset. They're not ready for this stuff. Those in the spiritual communities are ready. If you're ready, if you're ready. If you're ready to see these beings, like a giant octopus or whatever it is, a reptilian, or Grays drinking coffee or whatever it is. If you're cool with seeing all that, as for it being seen, it becomes more likely, but when is another story. So when those aren't ready, they most likely aren't going to see anything. But that doesn't mean you won't see anything. So it's hard. I don't know. I don't know what. They don't tell me when anything's going to pop up. But we're building up for it. Let's put it that way. So if we start seeing this stuff like in our dimension, it'd be really fascinating. It'd be really, sure, why not? So I don't get anything like that. I'm not told anything. That doesn't mean it won't happen. It's just part of our ascension process, basically. It's just seeing as believing. Of course, on video, not everybody believes it, but you never know. That's a person in a costume, that's CG, but doesn't mean we're not in that direction. I don't have all the answers, but we're definitely going into a time of switching gears. So anything can go. As for channeling a being to come in, let's see. Okay. One moment. I was going to bring in. Oh yeah, that was another thing about toxic friends. Is that you might be open to all this, to be seeing whatever it is. Is it smorgasbord of alien activity? I mean, if you're into seeing giants and mantis and all that craziness, that's great. We might be with like a friend or a group, and they might talk about this stuff. They're not ready to see it. And I believe that's those that are ready to see this stuff. I think it's a small percent. I don't know if it is a percent. It might be a percent, but it's not it's 0.5%. Whatever. It's not very big. I don't think it's that big. I mean, can you see these things and not freak out? I mean, obviously going to feel a little bit weird, but it'll be all right. Others are just like, no, and shut it down. So you can be influenced by those that are around you. It's like, hey, I want to see it, but then you're picking up energies from somebody else. They have good intentions. They're just not ready for this stuff. As long as they're trying to shut you down or anything like that, they're just not ready for this stuff. So, because life I live is mostly isolated. It has many reasons. Not to say you can't connect this stuff and have a relationship and have an actual life. I don't really have one of those, really. Not really. I'm like a shaman or a monk in a lot of ways. And it's just to keep my focus, you could say. I'm not sure the whole deal, but I'm going solo with most of this, basically, or all of it for that matter. A good portion is solo, so it's for me to keep my eye on the needle, you can say. And so, let others say whatever they want. I don't care. I don't really listen to outside chatter. If it's positive, of course, but if it's other, and it's like, thanks. But as for it does help with that. It helped me get my direct open up more, basically. I didn't really see this coming, but I'm glad it's coming. So helps me focus, helps me find my way. Of course, not every, but just to say that those around in your group aren't always going to agree, and you can feel some of their energies. Like, it's like, yeah, you can talk about channelings or healings or whatever it is, but I'm not ready to see any of this. You can kind of feel it, and you can heal that and still be around these people, or just move away altogether. It's up to you. It's everybody, and ego does play a big role in all of this. It's like, I saw these beings and you didn't see it, or that's not right. All that shit, whatever. I mean, yeah, say it with love, and that's not always the case. So it's just, but I feel that we're getting closer to, I don't know, visitate. Like when that wizard being came through, it was fascinating. It was well welcome. He's around me also still. So some things people aren't ready for, but there is. I'm not sure if we're gonna bring him in today, but I'll bring him in again later down the road for sure. We'll give some time to other beings to come through. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, when this stuff gets strange, obviously, I mean, it's already strange, but when it starts becoming real, I mean, real, I mean, like seeing these things real, there's going to be some unsettledness around the world. Those aren't ready for this stuff. So I'm not sure how this is going to go, but either way, enjoy the ride. Yeah, it's definitely fascinating. So, all right, here we go. We can connect to, I believe, the angelic realms. We'll see who comes through. Give us insights of who we are going. There are, the master builders of our reality, or I wouldn't say the master builders of our time here. Let's put it that way. Because we're the ones that built this reality for ourselves. We have a reason for it. The fall from grace, from Atlantis, from a high vibration. I think it was 6th dimension, maybe higher during Atlantis, and we fall from grace into 3rd dimension. It was an assortment of things. The Atlanteans, as powerful as they were, some of them had a part of them, like darkness, that they wanted to explore. And those are the ones that got manipulated. There's different types of Atlanteans that got pulled into this. Not everybody was on board, not at all, but some were, and those are the powerful ones. He said the powerful ones kind of had more to discover within themselves, and those are the ones that became negative. and became one power for themselves. So I believe there are ones that were at a high level, obviously, and a lot of stuff I got today download. But those that are in our government, those are Atlanteans that probably cause a lot of these problems here. So not all of them, but some of them. Definitely the U.S. government. Those are the ones that are not, because they like the power. They like the power. They like being in control. They like being over the people or controlling, for the people. Yeah, right, for themselves most likely, for the most part. And there's also a shadow government, of course, where much of them are probably there. We don't even know that they even exist. So it's most likely there in the shadow government where the real power is. In the public government, that's is what it is. But yeah, mostly in the shadow. Most of the Atlanteans that cause difficulties here are still here. Well, at least reincarnated here are different levels of it. They're still keeping the Earth closed down. They're keeping it closed because they feel like what they did was right. They don't want to be. You can say admit that they were wrong, or however you want to look at it. They don't want to feel like they're wrong in what they did, but they have the power, and obviously we don't. Well, we do. We just have different perspective, you can say. So, all right, we'll see who comes through. I think I have an idea. So, all right, wish all blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. We are from the angelic realms. The High Council. As for your ascension here is vital for your soul improvement. As you are becoming more of the human that you truly wish to be, a very powerful but also meaningful being, but also advancements that you never thought you could ever connect with. You come into this world to improve your abilities, to also test yourself in a low vibration, to see if you can handle these type of pressures. There's many other reasons behind it, but many of you are going into the Ascended Master energy. The more tests you have, the more Ascended Master energies you receive. But this is up to you, of course. Not everyone has to go into that energy field. Most don't, but there is a good amount of you that are interested in that. As for being teachers of other worlds, and also to unravel the flaws of worlds, even Arcturian worlds, worlds that feel like they are perfect. You are there to also take them into a new direction. So you're here to build new realities for worlds that have set in their old ways. So you come here to learn more about yourself and take your expression to somewhere else, your point of view. Now, not everyone obviously is here to do this, as many youngster souls come here to enhance themselves slowly. As for you, many child energies are coming here that are just brand new. And yes, they do get absorbed in the third dimension and don't want to ever leave, as they're like children in a playpen. But as you see them as they grow, don't you? And many of you are learning from them also a different perspective from all different directions. The useful energy also is to help the old souls wake up. The old souls here get tired, and some of them just don't know where to go anymore. So they get fastened into this third dimension reality so much they're too lazy to look anywhere else. Well, you get tired after a while. When you have so many incarnations, you feel this is a place to come to improve yourself. So they continue to come here and then they get stuck. And they continue to reincarnate into this world. And they don't really, they improve themselves, but they don't open themselves up. They don't understand it. So that's why the younger souls come here to kind of whip the old ones into shape. Maybe they're not like it, but yes, many souls here of the higher vibrations are here to whip everyone into shape. And I will continue to do so. So there's always going to be a mixture of energies here as your earth goes into a new environment. The old way of doing things is being maneuvered into a new way of looking at things. But this time it's going to be more spiritual than done by mechanics. Yes, there'll be technology, but the spiritual energies are going to become more powerful with many of you. And it means souls being born into this world that can know how to fly and other talents. Those days are coming. As your realities are being split open to realize you are on an alien world. You are alien humans. The complacency of the third dimension is going to be shifted slightly. But you are, those of you now are paving the way for the new reality, the new earth. Yes, there are going to be some unsettledness, but depends on how you look at it. Some are set in their ways. They don't want to change. And many of you are begging for change constantly. Most likely you'll receive it, but not always how you think you will. But things that you desire, you are pulling towards you. So continue. We send you our love and be strong. We love you dearly. All right, blessings.